If you're going on a cruise and you are trying to pack carry-on only, this is the video for you. As a pretty non-apologetic overpacker, I am not a minimalist. Honestly, I struggled with the idea of how can I pack in just a carry-on for a 7-day cruise. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, if you've been here before, you know that this is a little bit of a different environment, but I wanted to take you right to my room where I will usually do the packing. Behind me, I have a clothing rack, and to be honest, most of these are items that I decided not to bring on my cruise because that is sometimes part of the strategy. What you do, leave at home. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Now, as you can see, I have my carry-on luggage really well packed. So I'll go ahead and I will unpack this. I'll show you exactly what I brought. But I did want to start with tip number one, and that is mindset. I think that when it comes to packing for a cruise, oftentimes we think we need to have all of the options in the world. And personally, I like to have options that include sometimes my clothing, but that includes shoes as well. And that's why I decided to show you when I first started to think about what I wanted to pack for my cruise. I put out different items that I might want to bring on my cruise. But as it got a little bit closer, I was able to weed out the items that I thought maybe I just don't need for this particular cruise. I also started to look at the weather forecast. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you can't have options, but you do really want to be strategic. So I'm going to share with you like some specific tips, and I'm going to share with you what I think are some pretty smart hacks as well that work for me. Getting prepared with the right tools to be able to pack your luggage. Now, one of those things is to actually have good luggage that is roomy. Now, I have the level 8 Voyager carry-on bag. That is the one that I just packed with right now. Now, I've been using level 8 luggage for a little over 2 years now. I absolutely love them. This video is sponsored by level 8, but more on that a little bit later. But what you want to do either way is just make sure that your carry-on luggage is very easy to maneuver. Make sure that it's lightweight. That's going to be a lot easier for you when you are in a plane and maybe you're putting your carry-on luggage right above your head in the compartment. And as well, you want to make sure, this is a tip I often share, that it is a hard side piece of luggage. Now, you can definitely use something different, but I like to use hard side luggage when I'm traveling, in particular to a cruise, because when you leave your luggage off with the porters, when you get to a cruise terminal, if it is raining outside, that luggage stays outside for a little while until it is actually put onto the ship. Use luggage organizers. That is going to help you not only to stay more organized, but to fit things in almost like a bit of a Tetris type pattern to really fit them in. Now, I like to use packing cubes, and by the way, these are compression packing cubes. So I'm going to show you. This one is really filled to the max, so I'm not going to compress this one, but I do want to show you. If you want to compress it, so this is the exact same size. So you could see, look at the difference. So you can compress it if you want. So if you have less items, this is a really good idea. And it's available like in a couple of different colors. So you can have that. And I'll show you as well, level 8 also has a set of packing cubes. This set of packing cubes fits right into the carry-on size. So it is perfect if you like a larger organization system. And another really genius tool are these no vacuum seal bags. So you can actually put your items in here and you sort of roll it up and it takes all of the air out. Now, what I was able to do is I put my puffer jacket for an Alaska cruise, and you could do this as well if you have bulkier sweaters or sweatshirts, or I know sometimes people say, you know what, I have a lot of plus size clothing and therefore there's a little more material and I need to condense things even more. This really works. You put your items in here and then you press out all of the air as you seal it at the end. Now, I did want to show you my luggage. This video is sponsored by Level 8 Luggage. I've been using their luggage, their carry-ons, and their accessories for a couple of years now. for several cruises and trips, and I absolutely love them. Now, in this case, what I used was the Level 8 Voyager Collection carry-on. However, I've also used their 26-inch size, which is perfect for when you do want to check a bag. So for instance, when I went to Alaska, when I went to Norway and the Mediterranean. Now, something that I particularly like about the Voyager collection is that it is so roomy and easy to organize. Now, it has this aluminum alloy telescopic handle, which makes it super easy and comfortable to maneuver. And because of the wide handle on the Voyager collection, you get more space in your luggage, and organizing is actually easy. Now, it has 360-degree quiet spinner wheels that glide effortlessly across surfaces in airports, cruise terminals, and even as you're embarking on the cruise ship. Now, on the inside, it has an interior compression system that keeps everything in its place, and a two-pocket organization system, including a dry-wet separation pocket, which is perfect for packing up at the end of the cruise. It has a TSA-approved lock integrated right into the luggage, which is great for safety and security when traveling. As a matter of fact, sometimes what we do is we put our laptop right inside the luggage and use the combination lock when we're in our cabin because, of course, that laptop doesn't fit into the safe. And it is beautiful. It has a scratch-resistant hard shell that is light and durable. And the micro diamond finish makes this an absolutely beautiful piece or set of luggage. Now, Level 8 is having an awesome promotion right now, so I am going to leave a link to their website as well as a discount code that you can use. Planning your cruise outfits. Now, it really is important to take the time to prepare in advance by planning your cruise outfits. So this is everything that I brought on my cruise for cruise outfits, and I really thought about my nighttime clothes and my day clothes. So let's go over that for just a minute. So first, let's talk about the evening time, because I think for most people, that's where we tend to overpack and we tend to stress out a little bit about what we are going to need. Now, we were on a Carnival cruise, and I thought, you know what, the evening times are not going to be that formal. And at least for me, I decided to wear sort of a little bit of a dressed up outfit, but not formal wear. I have to tell you, I was wrong, because some people really did dress up. So if you're going on Carnival, you do you. You can definitely dress up on Carnival. But I felt comfortable with what I was wearing. So I will show you. That was this dress right here. I just have it kind of clipped, sort of an off-the-shoulder dress. Now, most cruises are going to have 2 formal or 2 dressy evenings. And so if you're on a 7-day cruise, that leaves 5 other evenings. Now, what I figured is we're going to have 4 kind of smart casual, let's say, outfits, you know, restaurant style outfits that I'll wear at night. And I'll probably want 1 more casual dress or outfit as well. Now, by the way, something that I also thought about is, what am I going to travel in? I have this sweatshirt. I decided to bring something that I felt like if I wanted to, I could put it over shorts. If it was a little bit cool, I could still wear it. And I just have a black tank top, and I could match that with my shorts as well. Now, going on a cruise is different than other types of vacations. And truthfully, I do change twice a day. And I think that it isn't always like this on other types of vacations. So when you think about your daytime wear, what are you going to wear? So just plan your outfits based on the sea days and your port days. Now, when it comes to the sea days, if we're on a Caribbean cruise, we find that we spend a lot of time by the pool. I don't need to wear anything fancy. I can put on a bathing suit and a cover up on top of it. By the way, I have a couple of cover-ups just here. I bought a new one. So this is sort of like a short sleeve one. And I have a couple like this lacy style. And I have it in a couple of colors as well. So you can wear the cover-ups around the ship. Or if you want to, put on a little sundress or a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Now, when it comes to sightseeing on those port days, it really is the same thing. You could wear shorts and a t-shirt and a tank top, or you could wear a little dress. Something not to forget is to make sure that you do bring comfortable shoes. You're going to want these for walking on the cruise ship. You're going to want like a pair of sneakers for when you're traveling, when you're on the plane, but you're going to want that for when you are on excursions as well. Now, even though clothes probably take up the most room in your carry-on luggage, there are other things that you're going to need as well. So that includes hair tools, that includes shoes, and even a few cruise essentials. But I'm going to show you first, let's get to packing the clothes, and then we'll put in all of the other items that we need as well. Now, as I got to packing my clothing, I thought of another tip. When it comes to choosing your clothing, especially if you're packing carry-on only, you want to think about the materials of some of the outfits that you have. And something that I did, and the reason that I left some of my things behind, is I wanted to try to minimize anything that really needed maybe a lot of ironing when I get there, or that would be likely to wrinkle. So I'm bringing a lot of clothing that's just very easy, that I could roll. Sometimes I do fold, so when it comes to, for instance, the shorts that I'm packing, and if I'm packing any pants, I'm going to fold them. But if I'm packing any dresses, I'm going to roll them up, and I just try to roll them up pretty tight. I know some people say that you should roll in like an army roll style, but I just haven't found that that makes a difference. I'm just going to keep packing this. Do you see my little doggy over there? That is little Abby. She decided to come and visit me. This is a dress I've had for a while, but it just always fits really well. So I like to bring that one. And I've even worn it during the day, like Canada, New England, when I went there. It was a good dress to wear when I was in Boston. This is a new dress, really just a nice t-shirt style material. So I'm just going to fold this as well, and you're going to see everything is going to fit in that packing cube. I already have 4 dresses in here. By the way, all of the items that I show you, I will leave them all linked down below in the description of this video, including a few of these dresses I have purchased on Amazon. And they're a pretty good quality for the price, really easy to wear on a cruise, so I will leave those as well. Just gonna roll that up. There we go. Did I get them all? I think I have. These 2 I'm gonna put in a different packing cube. Okay, I've got my next packing cube. So I've got a pair of shorts here. I think I'm just gonna turn that. When I fold, I do try to fit the size of the packing cube. And then I've got like a blue shirt, which, by the way, if I was bringing a white cropped pant, which I do sometimes, then I could wear the same shirt that I wore with my shorts. I could wear it at night with pants and so on, or if I brought a pair of jeans. So there we go. We've got our clothes, and I am going to bring, this is just a little dress that I brought. It can go right over a bathing suit, or can be worn just during the day as well. And I have one other short dress that probably I'll wear during the day, but I could wear this, you know, in the evening as well, and it could be nice for embarkation day. So I'm gonna fold that up, or zip that up, I should say. There we go. And this one I'm gonna compress. So you can see I'm actually compressing this. It's not full. It's going to give me a little bit more space. So you can see I've got that. I'm going to put this one right over here. I've got my larger one right over here. Now I've got my undergarments in this one. And also I just really like having different size packing cubes so you can fit things in different places. Be prepared for laundry and wrinkled clothing on a cruise. It can happen, so it's a good idea to bring some Downy wrinkle release. Now, something else that I do to deal with some of the dirty laundry on a cruise is I bring these laundry detergent sheets. They don't take up much room at all, and I just can keep them right in this little pouch. By the way, I think I have a couple of Ziplocs there as well, so that's a good idea. Here's another little tip as well. If you do bring a coffee mug or even a water cup that you're going to put maybe some frozen drinks in or something, you might want to bring, these are some sponges with a little bit of Dawn dishwasher soap that is just put onto them. And this way you can bring it on your cruise, you can wash all of your items, and you could just leave them in your cabin at the end. A hanging toiletry bag. Now, something that you want to make sure that you bring no matter what, no matter how light you're packing, always bring over-the-counter medication, always bring some basic first aid items. So, you know, blister band-aids, regular band-aids, that kind of thing. Even any medications that you might need or not even know you need, including Imodium as an example, or Tums. You never know if you can get an upset stomach. So I have room for this as well. Now this is what I use for my liquids, and I will keep this in my personal bag for when we are going through security at the airport if we do need to take it out. Now when it comes to traveling carry-on only, the trick really is, especially when it comes to cosmetics or toiletries, bring it only in a smaller size. So whether it's that travel size or even smaller, these little containers, something like this, are perfect. Contact lens containers, little pill bottles, anything like that is going to work. And I have a little bit of a tip. If you like to bring perfume on your cruise, ditch the larger sizes, even the travel size atomizers, and instead, well, there's two tricks. Either you can take a cotton ball, this was shared with me, and you spray perfume on the cotton ball, you put it in a Ziploc bag, you wet it, and apparently it will actually smell like perfume later on. Let me know if you've used that tip and if that's worked for you. But something that I did recently, and it does work, is I took Vaseline and I sprayed my favorite perfume into the Vaseline, and then I mixed it up. I brought it on a couple of different trips now, and the Vaseline smells like perfume. It's not going to be strong the way, you know, it usually is, but you just put a little bit of Vaseline on your skin. It's good for your skin anyway, and it smells really good, and it's tiny. Packing your shoes. So you want to make sure that your shoes are as versatile as possible and they go with as much as possible. Now, a rule of thumb is you need 3, maximum 4 pairs of shoes. And this is even for me. I'm not minimalist. Now, a lot of people will say you can only do 3 pairs of shoes in a carry-on, but no, I was able to do 4. So you've got your sneakers, you were traveling with them. Usually they're going to be your bulkiest. Now, these are like a shoe that is, I guess it's a sandal, and it's about 1.5 inches. Now, I made sure that it was a neutral so that it could go with, you know, any of my different dresses. And honestly, it could even be worn with my shorts. And by the way, to make sure this is as versatile as possible when I'm packing, I actually just used shower caps to cover these shoes so that I can mix and match where I'm placing them in the luggage. Now, I also brought this pair of shoes, and truthfully, I wasn't sure would I be able to fit them, but I was. So I will show you in a minute how I did pack that. And your favorite pair of sandals or flip-flops. Got my shoe, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm using a plastic shower cap. It's going to give me a lot more versatility when it comes to packing. And I'm going to mix and match things a little bit, so I'll probably rearrange. The heaviest items, your heaviest packing cubes, down at the bottom. Now, I do have cruise essentials. I definitely bring them. So these are my towel clips and my towel bands. So I'm going to find a spot. Yeah, right in there. I found it. Let's see, what else do I need? Jewelry. That's pretty thin. What I'm going to do with my jewelry is I'm going to put it right into this zippered pouch, just a little jewelry case. Easier to keep things nice and organized. I'm getting there. Oh, I've got a few more cruise essentials. I definitely bring these, by the way. Boning, which is for potential seasickness. I don't want to get that. These are funny little things. Honestly, this could be separated too. I don't need to keep it in this bag, but these are like clear TSA approved bags. I use them for toiletries, etc. This is really good. If you hate the candy straws that they have on some cruise lines, this is a reusable straw. I actually did use it on my Carnival cruise, and it comes with a little cleaner. So I got a couple of those. This is super handy. By the way, I'll leave the links to all of the items that I show you. This is a lanyard. You put your phone in here. Good if you're going, you know, on an excursion with water and you want to take some photos or anything like that, or just keep your phone dry. You can keep your key card in there, your money, etc. So that's good. A lanyard or a cruise card holder. Oh, and always, 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 I just always bring, they stick together, my magnet hooks for the walls. And these are heavy duty ones. Don't just buy any of them. You want something heavy duty, and magnet clips. So I have all of that here. I am going to have some room. I'm just going to place it on there for now. I think what I'll do with my shoes, just put them in there. Seems like that's going to probably work a water bottle. Now I really thought about bringing the collapsible water bottles. I do have them, but I like my water to stay cold, and this would have been optional if I didn't have room, but I did have some room. So I brought that. I also brought a fan. Now, if you know, you know, sometimes you need a little fan at nighttime. This is something that I found maybe in the last year or so. It is so flat, so it can go in here or maybe over there. I'll figure it out. Toothbrushes, you know, I'll put it in my cosmetic bag, but I bring little covers for them. A hair tool. So I'll probably put that right over here. And I did want to show you a little spot that gets forgotten in the luggage is just this little corner where you can keep a hair straightener or curling ironer wand. Still going to figure out for this bottle where it can go. This is probably not going to go in here. This is probably going to go in my personal bag because when I'm flying, usually from where I fly, I actually have to take out my liquid. So I don't want that to be in my carry-on luggage that is zipped. Now there's always little nooks and crannies in the luggage. It is pretty amazing. So there's always room for a couple of more things, but this is something I don't always bring it, but if I know that I'm going to go to like private islands or maybe we're going to go on an excursion, I don't want to leave things like on the beach. So this is a little waterproof pouch. So I have enough room that I can bring that. And this is for hot tools. So I'm just going to throw that on there. I'm going to put my little sponges just in the side. My laundry detergent sheet. I'm going to just put that right into the zipper. Even like right now, I just noticed, I'm like, oh, you know, you never know if you need any lozenges or anything. Just make sure that you do bring some cold medicine. You can, you know, end up getting sick on an airplane, on a cruise, and it is a little bit difficult to buy those items on the ship. Now, I almost forgot, don't forget to bring a little sweater or shawl, something that you might want to, you know, wear to cover your shoulders at nighttime or even over a sundress. And, you know, you can put it into your packing cube or just place it over items. That's going to be fine. So I'm just going to pack everything up. And by the way, you can see here, I have an air tag. I don't recommend going anywhere without it. And that is it. I'll be closing this up and then we're ready to go. Now I'm going to leave a link to the Level8 website as well as a discount code, as well as all of the items that I mentioned in this video. Thank you very much to Level8 for sponsoring this video. Please let me know if you are going to be packing carry-on only for your next cruise or if you've ever done it, as well as any other questions that you have down in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now and happy cruising.